Welcome back. Alright, I'm just a little bit excited. Well, despite my, I, my personality. It's pretty well known, at least across the channel. But anyways, the situation here is, well, obviously this empire's just getting bigger and bigger, which it's starting to look like a bit of India now. Except there's a few small enclaves, which we're going to have that taken care of in the future. I'm 44 years old and about to be past childbearing age, feeling fine. Mystic, famous traveler, novice hunter. She's done a lot of things, including murder, which I ain't ashamed of what I've done, because the person I murdered was my rival. And subsequently, plenty of other things that occurred in the last episode, including this big subjugation war, and as well as that we're still, and it's currently ongoing, not necessarily the war, but our current ambition, and that is to take the entirety of the Raj of Magadha. Don't want to say Duchy because that's a Western thing. It's Raj here in India, and Bharat, Hindustan, whatever you want to call it. I mean, one thing is we're trying to have this connected to our empire so that way, if I die, this becomes independent. But I personally control these lands, but not necessarily. And then I kind of thought to myself, these areas. I don't think we ever had a theocracy vessel, have we? Because I thought about giving this away. Is it possible to? Nope. Doesn't work like that. I mean, I get what you mean, but I do not want personal control of this little bit of land as much as I just prefer all of Magadha. But, well, someone's got to have it. Don't know about you, but I was about to say, why not my husband? But wouldn't that be going to the heir anyway? Right? Actually, no, because he won't be around on the council. Okay, I get it. What I need is somebody who is very high opinion of me that is not a Shoorveer. You got children? Actually, here's another qualification. Not landed. There's another qualification for you. But the best one I see is him. Which he's a schemer, which one would think that he would be an ideal candidate to be my spy master. Actually, he's just as good. Yeah, I'll make him govern that territory because he ain't got nothing better to do and he's a fellow Marathi. He's into medicine. Okay. Well, he has a learning education. Did he really spend this early part of his life as a schemer? No. It's just he came with it. Very well. Now we're about to change this culture in the Thikana of Magadha into Marathi. And that goes same around here. Because I want personal control of this area, which I do, but we can start investing more in this. Ups tax and supply limit. That'd be good. But development-wise, compared to Devagiri, our home, 17, Magadha 21. Well, it is along the fertile Ganges plain. 3 years that we'll fight them again just to connect. This will expire this year, so we'll fight them again for Sasaram. We already fought against them when we taken this area. Even though I would love to have a little more of it. Because you know how intensive we are when it comes to expanding. So, any claimants that are not landed? Young, and preferably a man? He's the heir to the Pala Kingdom, really? Let me read this right. Interesting. Alright. Actually, the better question is... Gee, I don't know. You are unlanded. Bengali Shoorveer. I can befriend him, which will be good. Alternatively, well, I cannot seduce because, well, I'm not attracted to men. I'm homosexual, remember. Okay, so we can definitely befriend him. Invite him. He'll bring his family over, including the one with the claim. See, let's try that. For the time being. Heck, it's out of the question for me to seduce or romance somebody at this kind of age. Keeping him with that stewardship education. Because, you know, want to hold more land for ourselves. And in 3 years' time, we'll get Chronicle Writing, which we can use individual, Digi, or Dutch. Which means if we want this back, well, wait 3 years, and I will do such a thing. And I'm about to become a strategist. Bengali culture doesn't have battlements, hence the reason why we want to import the Marathi culture there. 17 years to convert the Giants of Patliputra into Hinduism. Alrighty. And guess what? You can do this. Oh, really? At 45, so this will be my third and final child. Okay. If it's a son who is also a genius, well, then we're gonna have a problem. But if it's a daughter, that's how I would react. Oh yes, truce is expired right about now. But please remember, some of the vassals of mine are getting tired of me doing these long offensive wars. But I'm expected that this would be another short one, and he's already in the middle of a war. And I don't have much in the way of allies, including this Raj down here, which we fought them before. Maimed, too. This area was once part of the Kingdom of Bengal. They separated. Let me have a look at these. No? Not possible, because again, you can only do that once in a lifetime. There's this, but... oh, that's the only claim. I guess a bit of that wouldn't hurt. But bearing in mind, the Mongols are up there, and they're ready and waiting to strike at any given moment. Though he's a military man at heart, that's why he was able to have such an empire. When he dies, and then this one takes over, well, then he's not going to be as good, and hopefully this will cause problems in the realm. I wonder. Yeah. Everybody wants to get rid of him, but he's the overseer. Okay, let's start messing with Mongolia a little bit. 6 agents already in, and we can convince more, but it's not necessary now. Okay, we'll have that taken care of. But first, for Sasaram, there's only one holding to take. This will be an easy one. Standard procedure. No elephants. It's a cost-cutting measure, and the only time we'll ever use elephants is if it's in a major war, like subjugation war. We'll have to split the armies to fight those down south. I explore the mountains myself because I'm a hunter. All of them must go to the other army. And no, this is still not the new patch yet, ladies and gentlemen. Because I've recorded it a week prior before its release. But one thing's for certain, when they have that update come out with the ruler designer, fight them. And if you're going to be wondering, well, what's the first playthrough that you're going to do when you use that ruler designer? Oh, easy, Bosnia. It's still scheduled. By schedule, you mean in the future. Not to mention doing Athens compared to Rome. While I was at the market of Indradatta, his attention was called by a criminal change of pillar. When a man begged for water, Indradatta promised to bring it and soon returned from a nearby well, letting the criminal drink from his cupped hands. Passionate, huh? or do the opposite. Actually, leave it. Without kindness, the world falls apart. He will be compassionate. A humble, compassionate, a nice guy already. There they are. Let's take him out. While Shono's ability to make friends proven invaluable in my scheme, he is not quite as careful around as others as should be. He's too fond of dropping vague hints, and if someone were to start asking questions, no telling where he would divulge. If he can't keep secrets, he must keep quiet instead. It's going to have hardly any effect on that. Don't want him exposing it. And plus, more agents will come in naturally. Especially if it's a guest who just came in and thought, and so someone says, "Hey, you want in on the plot?" And says, "Sure, I just came to the continent of Mongolia." Mr. Raja. We captured him. Good money. Wow. You've taken the objective. Now go take the capital for additional war score. Another son. Who is a... God dang it. He got the best of both. He's a genius and a giant. Just like me. Well, it just depends on how he turns out. I got enough time in the world before I make my decision, so... Anyways... Chandra. Now that's a fine name. We're gonna keep beating the heck out of him. And I know you're gonna be taking a bit of attrition, but please do take it. He's got no Shoorveers. And that's all for them. I gotta take Baroness. Raja Hash is out there somewhere. There he is. They were going after my army, which was nothing but levies. Would have been good for them. Time to kill the Kagan. Send him a snake. He is dead by the lethal bite of the great snake. The snake struck not long after he retired his chambers. The guards were called. No one could do a thing to save him. Thankfully, snakes do not talk, so the attack cannot be traced back to me. Now they gotta... Wait a minute! We got rid of him. wow. When were you born? A couple of months ago. Oh, that's even better. With a child now ruling the Khaganate, those vassals are going to start fighting. They're going to start fighting for the throne, or even amongst themselves. It would be even better if it's amongst themselves, such as independence. I mean, look, there's a lot of different cultures inside of this empire, inside of the Khaganate, but now it looks like there's a good chance of that happening. One less thing to worry about. And we've taken the capital. Got a baroness. We'll take it from here. Just need to catch the bastard. Got it. One more battle should do. Some of my counselors believe the job is theirs by right of blood or influence alone. How wrong they are. I expect results, yet I'm often disappointed. After a long day, I'm complaining to Kapardin, and he interrupts me. Let me do something about it, wife. A few lessons might sharpen their wits. Play with the Samrat. He's an okay chancellor to me, even though diplomacy is not really one of my priorities. Just stay here with me instead. Just simply for the sake of it. Okay, let me do the math here. Got the objective. So 50, that's 36, that's 86. How much are you willing to pay if you got any? To me, that's chump change, so just end the war. Got the thick one now. Now to hold a mystical communion. And then I should be able to create the Raj of Magadha now. Which I proclaim this land to be ours. And with that we can create another duchy building in the future. Which the question is, what? We already have a military academy from Devagiri, so there's no reason. And plus, having too many Shoorveers would mean the lower level prowess individuals would be joining, so it's not necessary. We got enough that we need. I saw the blacksmiths thing from further down with the men-at-arms maintenance down, with archery grounds. Well, we plan on introducing Kandayats in the future, and we have pikemen, so it's probably this. Or if you're going to be more monetary intensive, especially that we need money to finance our elephants when we bring them to bear. Let me see those. It's just a popular opinion. So cause the men-at-arms units to go down a lot. Does that mean men-at-arms in general? I guess. And we've seen this before back in the Bactria series of what that does. Well, until this is finished, while we try to convert the populace to Jainism. Oh, excuse me, Hinduism from Jainism. Yeah, who wants to hold that part? Because I can't hold that. You know what, for your distinguished service, you will be granted this sign. Just a small part of it. And I hope you get yourself a wife and start a family before you die due to your malnourishment. Anyways, who else did we capture during that last battle? Not any good fighters that I would love to recruit. Plus, some of these combatants were women. My communions with the divine have been different lately. They no longer make me feel ecstatic, but instead weak. I cannot even muster the strength to rise from bed. Servants, help! I'm feeling poorer now, am I? No, I'm still feeling fine, surprisingly. If the treatment is right. Just do no more than what is necessary. Don't kill me now. Steam rose for the cup as Patalabai stirred the green powder in it. She explained the healing properties of the Arbidine before motioning me to drink it. Root is in there too, she boastfully revealed. The bitter herb has turned out to be just what I needed. For now, the worst of my symptoms are alleviated and the world seems a little brighter. Thank you. When will the truce with Pala expire? 2 years. My paths happen to have crossed with Dampati of Nitinmaga, and to my surprise, though it seems so, it does not have a great impression on my friend, Rani Gangabika. Perhaps take this opportunity to change his mind. People should be talking about me instead. This is just to reduce the stress with good. That's the best the steward's got? And I forgot she's the zealous giant woman who's been around for a long time. Now I'm the strategist. And as a strategist, that means diplomacy +1, martial +3, more enemy fatal casualties, and cross-sword without advantage penalties. Should I continue with the martial route? I mean, I'm 46, and I did want to say that soon I'll switch to scholarship focus, and have all of these. Steward died of old age, thank the gods. And we have someone better. Would it be either that or the guests? And plus, he wanted to be on the council. He says that he's powerful, so therefore give it to him. I'll introduce Marathi culture there as well. Why the hell not? All well. Better again. Alright, due to all these, what's my current experience? 500. Because due to all the, mystical communion. By Vishnu, this party's boring. Jap's got to be the worst host the world's ever seen. How can mortal be expected to endure this snowy celebration of mediocrity? My eyes cast about a room looking for it, hey, country. That's the bomber. It's me, a friendly brave, in my balcony here. Got the distance, up to the evening, dragon on. just get to know him a bit better. Friend. Narendra Sinha. If you were still with me, you tell me to be strong, that things will get better. But you would be right, sure. But first I must curse and cry. How can I not when you are gone from this world? My friend has passed on. Never be forgotten, old friend. Want to know about this? I'm getting that damn animal. After the boys' preparations, I was finally able to spend some time with Zonu. In the end, the distance is not a great hurdle for me to overcome. To turn trust and friendship, we both learned a lot of each other during our encounter. So much that we parted as friends. We are closer than ever. I don't think it's enough. Oh, barely, really. Ah, I know I cannot, will not become lovers, so I'll just say it's. Do you really want to waste time? Check the sway option, which is guaranteed. 10 months versus seduce, which will take 1 more month. But I'm not into men, and he is not. But I need him over here so we can bring Vina here. The reason. Just sway him. It's guaranteed. Don't get any bright ideas. One more year, and then we're gonna get you. Don't forget to fight against the Pala to connect that land. We'll get Gaia in another time. Samatata. Vassal business. At least we connected Gujarat. For the most part. A Bengali man. Come on in. Indradatta seemed to enjoy our latest feast immensely. He got along quite well with everyone he spoke to, even with the adult guests. Gregarious. You're a nice guy, but perhaps too nice. Here's something to help with your intrigue. I saw how you look at that servant, Indradatta. There can be no easy battles in the jungle. I know how to take advantage. My troops forced the enemy down on overgrown pathways. I snared them in mud and bushes, and thorns I could do as much damage as my swords and spears. When night falls, the bodies are gone amongst the fallen leaves. The forest is not a place for forgiveness. Now I'm a jungle stalker. Yeah, imagine bringing me and my Shoorveers and we fight in the jungles to defeat our enemy. We will fight very well. Again, I'm going to be around for a while. We know what Nidradatta is going to be, but Chandra is another giant genius, which I'm like, damn it, he's got the best of both out of all the siblings. But it all depends on his education versus the other. Though I'll surely see many battlefields before I meet my maker. Oh, yeah, definitely. My library holds tales of war from 100 lifetimes. I've recently acquired a tome on the Great Siege of Constantinople, as well as a time-worn scroll written in some ancient language. Who knows what forgotten secrets it holds? Well, what do you think you're talking to? And thanks to the Samrat. Yeah, attempt to translate the old scroll. Since we're Marathis, like what language is that in? Sanskrit, or in this case, with our second residence at Patliputra, Prakrit, which was another common language way back when. Sanskrit, Prakrit, something like. But anyways, since it's 100% guaranteed, I'll get a bit more martial arts experience, gain 1 martial, 1 learning, and a commander bonus for 20 years. Even with the help of a dusty glossary, the scroll is reluctant to share its secrets, but I press on. As the night progresses, the most incredible story unfolds before me. The scroll describes the Battle of Gaixia. Han Jin, the commander of the Han. Oh, I get it. Broke the enemy's spear by having his men sing songs from the enemy's native kingdom of Chu. Commander Xiang Yu of Chu escaped with a small force of loyal men, but in the end they were chased down and defeated. For 20 years. I mean, I plan on living at least 20 years, I predict. And you need all the learning we can get, so just focus on the translation process. I don't need no advantage. I'm the advantage. Damn it. Plus, it's to get this a little faster. After chronicle writing. Exposure. I'm kind of divided between horseshoes or mangonels because we're not taking, fortified areas faster than usual. So we'll go for this next. There's a few things I enjoy more in this company. He encouraged me to throw plates and scream into pillows. After the emotional storm died out, I did feel better. After this short break, I was once again ready to take on my duties, and I'm lucky to have a friend like him. I haven't realized how much I needed this. And after all, I'm a pretty wrathful person. What took you? Pala. Rally point here. Take the capital with one army going this way, and the other is to take it to the jungle. He's got no friends. We only want this area, which is to connect our empire with the rest of Magadha, and we'll get Gaia some other time. Stupid idea. We're doing this right now because I have a gut commander's advantage. I know we're going to be sending our army down to Rajrapa, and the other army, the fighting army, will go to Gaya. As I said before, yep, we're doing this. Take over. Cannot resist. Even though there's plenty of men at arms, and there's some to that advantage. If we can drive them to the jungle, then it'll be good. And if things don't go well, help us out. We've hired mercenaries. Very well. Damn, why didn't we have you along? Well, we're engaging them right now. 15 days. Adultery. It's shut upon. We got him, we got him. Maharaja. Damn mercenaries. Give in. We're still holding on. Damn! These mercenaries are relentless. Damn it! I'll keep saying that. It's a fortune builder for her for stewardship education. Gotta come in for the rescue. And we'll probably win if we can capture the Maharaj. Split up. Station to the besiegers. Didn't we have another siege? Joy? Yes, but they're busy with another. Fair enough. They're on standby. We're gonna keep going this way, despite the fact that our men got badly mauled. More army commander tricks than I do. Porter and a military engineer is he. Still have plenty of advantage. Our Shoorveers keep getting wounded. What the hell's going on? Are you not as good as you used to? Oh, that's a bit expensive. When is the next time that we invite? 4 years' time. We rate these events. Ours is wounded, ours is wounded. Aha! So he's responsible for all of this. That man just wouldn't quit. Rajahado. The vassal of the palace. That man. Problem. Oh, you're definitely coming to our playground. Head to Raj Rapa. That's the real objective that we're supposed to take. While we're going into the jungle, that's our place. She knows it very well, because we fought here many times. Read my mind. I forgot to switch it, but it's now fascinated by the buttons. We'll probably win. Halt! Get out. If you can. If not, you're gonna be caught here with us. Nope, you're gonna get caught with us. We'll probably win, so wouldn't worry about it too much. Well, this is their jungle, but I know the jungle. Because as a jungle stalker, as a commander, see a bit more advantage in the jungle than I already have. So we shall see with their combined forces, including their one Shoorveer, to keep mauling us. Reinforcements now. I don't like where this is going. Not defeated yet. Damn that man. One-legged and maimed. One-legged maimed, wounded. Crippling us. But we killed one of them. Yeah, it's becoming a costly campaign. But I'll never back down and never quit. Take the damn objective. Gotta keep chasing it down. Don't you dare. I really want to kill that man who's been crippling our Shoorveers. A man single-handedly maimed and wounded us, and you know, like, but now you're in our yard. We've got the objective. Severely injured. I'll try to fight one more time. We'll call off the war when this battle doesn't go well. That one-eyed man again. And again. If he wasn't a landed character, I would recruit him. got the Maharaj. And we got him. Finally, we got the bastard. Look at him. He became gallant, and he became a blade master. No wonder why. Makes you want to capture his land and vassalize him. Because I would love to have him serving under our army. Some would think he's a warrior that is worth of true respect, but that man, I want him in my army. I wish. But we've taken the objective. How much are you willing to pay? I'll take it. And our corpse's knowledge increases. Largely due to the fact, been treating our wounded. None of our Shoorveers got killed, it's just we were taking a beating. But now Magadha is connected with the rest of the Seuna Yadava Empire. Carvanta's a pretty big ranch. You'll hold this land too. As I said, if you weren't a landed character, would recruit you. Although he'll never accept any offers, such as a ransom, which you've been paid well, have you? Until we meet again. As I said, till we meet again in battle. I mean, if I were to execute you right now, I mean, that would just be, well, bad for my investment. But I would definitely love to vassalize. But for future reference. Cost less, just a reminder for next time. I mean, we wounded him back in the previous wars, and now he learned how to fight better by becoming more gallant. And was trained as a blade master, which clearly, that man, as I said, we hated him because he wounded our men, but at the same time, I just cannot help but to respect him, despite the fact that he's fickle, wrathful, and sadistic, calling him a fearless villain. And he's a Bengali and Buddhist. If only I had him as a vassal, but it is not to be. And we sure we can't vassalize them because we keep beating the heck out of that country. Roma lose land where vassal dies. Oh, not like that. Although I have an idea. I don't think it's enough to usurp the title. 5 out of 9. Well, we're gonna have to keep expanding around it. Starting with them. Oh, we can holy war for it. I forgot, these guys are pagans. What the hell are these? Curatism? They believe in reincarnation and Eastern syncretism, ancestor worship. Tell me, what they are again? It's a practice of Monism that is common between the majority of the Kereti people. It focuses on the worship of the Tagra Nengfoma as the supreme being and honoring the ancestors. Ambitious, greedy, and wrathful are the sins. They sound nice. Well, we did say we're looking to expand more into Bihar, into this Raj. And we need more titles to usurp the kingdom, keep it for myself, and we can bring him here. Yeah, and make him my Shoorveer. Again, in addition to being a fighter, I did not pay attention. He's also a flexible leader and an unyielding defender. If he was taking command of an army, that is. But as a fighter, he's devastating. Despite the fact that we gave him, well, made him lose an eye, but damn, he's fought a lot better. And he's gone on a Buddhist pilgrimage too, so pretty much. Also, you want your daughter back? Pay up. Which, of course, the man doesn't like me. Because I would love to have him as my friend. As I said, he earned my respect. And yet, we hardly see that kind here. Anyways, we'll holy war against these pagans up there to grab this great bit of land. But the question is, what do the vassals think of me due to my relentless expansion? Not much has changed with that opinion, except for that. But I'm sure some other vassals just... It's a matter of you. Wants seat, title claimant, murderer, famous reveler. Ah, yes, you as a Jayan. Doesn't like me as a reveler. Oh yeah, we swayed you once. Damn. Damn. If only I had a hook on you, then that'll be it. We cannot get him because he's in the council, and he's my friend. That's all I can do with him. Is it possible, when we befriend this man, even though we fought against him time and time again, and we know that him being a Buddhist, he doesn't like me as being a reveler. He's not a party-going guy. I know about that, but I just can't help it. All right, he's earned my respect. He's been killing a lot, and it took an effort for all of our Shoorveers to capture this man and his Maharaj. Wait few months, all right? Wait few months. Because one day we will usurp it and hopefully vassalize the region. Yeah, once we take that kingdom title, this goes independent. If I befriend him, he becomes my vassal and becomes my Shoorveer. Yes! He gains the martial +1. Something tells me that, yep, he's gonna follow my footsteps one day, is Chandra. So, you get to be the administrator who is lustful, while you get to be the next line of warrior Samrat. Again, taking this area as part of the Bengali Empire, which we're still far away from the required counties, but you got to get up to 70. But a holy war against their kind, that is different from ours would be great. And apparently Shaivite Hinduism is in revival in that part of Tibet. No rebellions, unfortunately. They're all behind her. Sort of. Keep an eye on that. Shaivites over there too. Even Jainism made its way over there. Bastard. He died from his internal injuries. That's because of him, who I'm trying to befriend. Success chance has increased because, well, we have a lot in common. Eager reveler likes famous reveler. I thought you don't revel. Oh, you must have gone to the recent feast, and therefore we start to like each other. You just couldn't resist the life of the party, huh? So you're not a true Buddhist after all. You're just a great warrior who bested us time and time again. At least in a clash of swords, but not necessarily the entirety of the continent. Speaking of that, since you gotta do something with that money, so let's hold this feast, and after the feast, then Holy War across the river. Welcome, friends. I've become a jungle warrior. I did everything I could, ensuring that the Dhammapatis, Nagavama, and Singamanayaka would be as far from each other as possible, but it was not enough. Now to come to blows in the middle of my feast. One of my guards pulls to go and looks at me in order to intervene. You're just Dhammapatis. Calm down. Well, this man is particularly my spy master. So, it's best to befriend him. It's better to befriend your spy master, so he can protect you at all times. What right does Raja of Magadha think his ideas of warfare misguided? Or some? A couple of days left. And then we'll start building the duchy building, which likely to go for blacksmiths. Not the tax offices thing, because India is a well-developed country, especially in the northern parts along the Ganges plain. There's no reason we can get our taxes through there when we continue with the expansion and the investments up here. So, yes, and Raja Hajo is going to get along with me just fine. And befriending him, then we vassalize him, then he will serve in my army. Heck of a turnaround, don't you think, ladies and gentlemen? Further increased reinforcement rate here in Magadha. And faster control growth. At the max far in the future. Anyways, this is what I've decided. It's gonna be crown smithies. The best and most productive smiths are employed by the crown to set to produce swords, mail, and pikes for the royal guard. This will definitely reduce the men-at-arms maintenance, while increasing the damage of the heavy infantry and the spearmen, as well as their toughness for both. Because we use pikemen, and in the future we plan on introducing the Kandayats, which are heavy infantry. That'll be for 4 years, until it's finished. But now, it is time to go to war. But for the first time, a holy war. For the Raj here. We don't have enough to get the whole kingdom, but it's not necessary because those areas are not part of the Bengal Empire. But if they got friends, well, come on down. No elephants. Standard procedure. Damn fool. Hiya, Pala. My old Shoorveer. Again, another standard procedure. The sieging army stays back while we go to the front to meet their armies, even if we have to go up to the mountains for it. But unfortunately, most of our Shoorveers ain't good what they used to. Because they're all a bunch of cripples now because of the Raja down there. Be careful, we'll be taking attrition. So we have to take 2 baronies then. That's what we're after. Take these 2, then take the capital, then that's it for them. Clearly, you would figure by now. Why haven't we brought you here? Because I would definitely love to bring you here, but... However, it's going to take a lot more than that. And be careful who you send your money to. Most of that money's going to the war effort. Yeah, we're going to have to come together. No splitting Shoorveers this time. We're going to have to come up there and stick it. Not to mention, you're going up to our mountains. And we're going to cross the river. You've been around for a while, you're a gallant man, and I'm glad that you got your own family now. At least you got a family now. For one of my veterans. We're coming in. This is going to hurt. We're wounding them. They're not Shoorveers up there, they're champions that they're so-called. The landed character, Ransom. Lakshman. Only he was a Hindu, otherwise this would be like, are you going to be the, again, references to the Ramayana, you know, about that epic. Well, every Indian knows that epic. I don't know about you, Western viewers. Move up this way. We're not done yet. Plus, we shouldn't stay here. Get back down here. So, again, to usurp the title. I have 5 out of 9, so that'll be 7. So there's this little independent area. Faith's different than mine. Stop the conversion. This isn't working. Instead, shall fabricate the little claims over there. So that'll be 8 by then. And then we'll fight the Bengal again. Or even possibly the Pala. For Gaia. Anywhere. Just anywhere that could get us to Bihar. So I can get to my soon-to-be new friend. Where do you think you're going? As Vishnu wills it. My lady has come to touch it that there is room for the temple of your domains. My vassal, the venerable Luscious will continue. If you build one, we'll surely have the Supreme One's gratitude as well as mine. Build a temple. Well, I do have plenty of money, and there's a lot of room, so... Can we really do that? Yes, we can. And we have the money to do it. But, just look around. Oh, there'll be plenty of money when we loot the enemies, and if we capture any enemy forces, ransom them. So we will build a temple in Bihar Sharif. It'll take us 5 years, so as Vishnu wills it. That would also mean a little bit more development in Magadha. This is starting to become our second home. Indradatta. I hope to be better, but then again I didn't assign you a steward to give you better education. Well, clearly Chandra's going to be the breadwinner if his education turns out to be well. What happened? I mean, she's just some guy. What secrets could he have? While killing him would give me a tiny bit of dread, but since it's a hostile or evil, and I'll execute him without being viewed as a tyrant. And demanding conversion and recruiting won't accept it, so yeah, kill him. That's the first time. I don't like to execute people, but it's a necessary thing to do. There's no attrition here. We'll besiege this area. I have sappers, mind you. So go ahead and take the capital. While we'll do some work here. Still feeling fine. Just try to hold on, okay? Hired a small band of mercenaries. And more mercenaries. We are closer than ever. You and I are going to be vassals one day. So yes, he respects me because of my high level of prestige, which I will no doubt become a living legend to some when I continue on with my hunts and feasts that I'm sure one day will be part of the Gita. And with this, yeah, we couldn't get the claimant for here, I think. All we need to do is get rid of this goof. Once our treaty then expires in a few years. Or we can assassinate and just end the truce then. Well, just usurp the damn. Oh, but again, he wants those 2 lands back, so not only he's gonna be my friend, but also he can be my neighbor. From my second home in Magadha. I mean, I'm not moving my capital there, there's no reason to yet. Oh, I forgot I have your mother. Are you willing to pay for it? I mean, you got a lot of money, you might as well. In which I've said before, you and I are going to get along together, despite our differences. Sure, you probably like your mother. Got him. One more for glory. So I'll do whatever it takes to become a living legend. What the hell is... There you have it. The Holy War is won. It's about damn time, because it's been a while since we've done a good pilgrimage. And I'm going to give these northern lands to one of my Shoorveers for their distinguished service. You. Because you're the best out of all of us, and I figured with your expertise you should have your... I mean, despite your royal origins, we know where you came from, that you should have land of your own. Because you've been with me through thick and thin. So we have earned these 2 lands. I don't think we have the rats for that. No, you're going to need 1 more. Which is this one. Really? You have the claim? The Bengal? Yes. Yes, you do. That would be a coup, controlling Bengal and Bihar. And with the subsequent takeover of Bihar, that would get us closer to having another count. Yes. So this, and this. Okay. You're gonna have to wait, because we're gonna need to raise some money. That's a bit far off from... Since when did we get Delhi? But then again, this, there's gonna be land that's gonna be separated from us. But do not forget South India. We're gonna have to take that one day. I mean, we can't convince them. So that would have to be an old thought of war over it. I have enough money for the pilgrimage, but no, let's wait. I'll do a pilgrimage by near the end of my life. For now, let's just raise a bit more money. As we build the crown smithies in Patliputra and a new temple here. So that way the man owes me a favor. Just to show my devotion to Vishnu. And don't forget, because, well, we have a son that's, currently raised. We got a new Shoorveer. And subsequently, I really want to know what my son Chandra will turn out. Because I'll definitely educate you. Because I know where you're going. Peasant revolt over there. For those that don't want to confine to, you know, our culture. Just crush him. Even we're bringing the elephants just for overkill. May never know that one of them could have a prowess skill that we may look for. Of course, we're always looking for new fighting men. Yeah, by the time you get further over there, there are already a bunch of bloody old men. At least I don't have to spend my money for it. Hopefully I'll become a legendary reveler by then. I turn 50 now. One plate of food is replaced by the next. My vast soul goes on and on about court politics. And that's how we salvage that, miss. You shall not worry, my lady. Oh, no. Please do go on. Or befriend him, which is a chance of that happening. Because I've been making a lot of friends, including our frenemy, as some people in the modern would say. And what's going on with Paula? Liberty War. Anyways, I'm still outside to relieve myself. I hear shouting in the corner. I turn and see that Nampati Doga sneers 6, played in the face covering, running on the bike. Whatever sound, must have not really turned towards me, surprise on his face. My silence has a price. Pay me, because we're raising our money for the next 2 wars. Do anything for money. So yes, we did expand further on. So it was you that started it. And also taking part of another allies war. So you rose up against your Maharaj. Well, soon to be no longer Maharaj. For more autonomy for yourself. Good on you. As I said, I would love to vassalize you one day, but it's going to take a lot of convincing, so I'll put in a good word for you in the future. Also, the Grand Rite. It's been a while since you held those. When I go greet my nephew Thakur Tokajiro. Oh, you're still around. What have you been doing? You got beautiful children. So, Seuna Yadava, an old acquaintance of his who is possessed by the whole of body. The more the merrier. Read it from the Ichigo. And yes, do we know the text? We've seen that before. Ask Indradatta to instruct me in the art of strategy. We're well on our way to becoming gallant, a little faster. Peacemaker, I become gallant, and then go to scholarship. I'm not concerned about the medicine focus because I could just switch my bhakti to Ganga if I want to be around for at least a few more years or so. Which I plan on taking that route. For the different culture opinion and different faith opinion. Which works if you're running a multicultural, multi-religious empire. Where it's Hindu dominated, but there's still a good number of Buddhists and Jains still around. As well as other different kind of Hindus. And those pagans. Them too. Which they have Eastern syncretism, so they're alright with us. But they're still hostile to us. Because they're of a completely different faith. Wait until the claim is fabricated. When it's done, well, two things are going to get done. Hold, another mystical communion. Seuna Yadava Empire. Shoorveer. Devotee of lunch. New commander. You shall serve me. See it done. It's closer. Just one little quick war, take over, and then get the whole Bengal. I mean, he's just a young Rajkumar who's from Delhi. Ah, good. Which I believe your heir is. But not for long. We just have to get through this first. They do have one ally. That's Nepal. Pagans. Let's make it quick. Oh, excuse me. Just dogpile on it. Bring the entire army over. Start making more taxes to us. We'll employ both strategies. Stop gathering. Get in there. Oh, he's not around anymore. Siege master's gone. "5 years. For the man going elsewhere, we'll replace these old siege weapons with newer ones. But however, I don't think we've really invested in increasing the size. No, we have not. But so we're used to it, so we'll just wait for another 5 years to get the newer weapons and make our jobs easier. Deliver a speech about unity to the crown. We are stronger when we stand together. I'm a peacemaker. It'll be 21 months and I'll be gallant. Still in my early 50s. The sign is yours. Made a quick gain. They have no allies, they're alone. They've been crippled by war. They hate us so damn much. Well, friend, looks like we will be meeting again, we hope. But not as enemies, but as comrades in arms. Because I would love for you to be my Shoorveer when we make you a vassal. But that Kingdom of Bihar, that's actually going to be a title that's going to be kept for me, because I hold many kingdoms. Kamaruk and Andhra are two separate entities now. Yeah, none of my vassals are going after them because one of these days. Okay, we'll deal with the southern situation. We just have to deal with this first. And don't forget that we'll get Gaia eventually. Alright, one more war for this episode. And this is a big one. And this will make me a living legend after the end of all of this. All forces. There's the Maharani herself, bringing in mercenaries. Just head straight for the capital, then we'll split our forces from there. It's my friend. Who are they? Maharaj, it's not related to the Bengal forces. But we've named their commander. Disfigured him. This will be easy to take down. But I'm gonna need help. Shoorveers alone cannot defeat those. Not defeat them because there's one man up there who is my friend and he's a good fighter. We could have brought him in to be a claimant to push it for Bengal, but no, we found someone else. Yeah, a squad of cripples and a few elite ones. It's what a force consists of. Head up there. Since we don't have a good siege master, second best that's out there. Go on ahead. Continue with your work. See if we can capture the Maharani to end it swiftly. Overdraw. My friend was killed in action. The one who's from the other side. Who killed him? Pawan. Well, it's the tragedy of having friends on the other side. So where's the face on him? You could have been the Maharaja of Bengal, but you decide to take up arms against our empire, and you got killed for it. You could have been the one. But it is not to be. Farewell. It's a price we all must pay in warfare. That's the tragedy of warfare there. Like if you were to befriend somebody who lives in another country, and then you would know that they decide to take up arms, and then... Plus he was their best Shoorveer, so I think we have much more to the advantage. So I need a few volunteers to go with me. We improved you considerably, have you? Oh yeah, you're going that same route, and you're going to be a much better fighter in the future. You're going to be one of our best. I'm glad I gave you land, because I knew you were the best around, so... I need a few with me. No, not you. Pawan, the man who killed my friend, which I'll forgive you for it, because it was supposed to be a political move that didn't turn out well. But... And I need one more volunteer. 16. We'll probably win, but I can enhance that. Four-man squad. Capture the Maharani. We got her. Pawan did it again. And we've also captured this man who is not a good fighter, but he sounds like a pretty decent commander that we could potentially have. So. Better commander than fighter, so we like to have you around. We've been getting a lot of Bengali Buddhists lately. Most importantly, we got the Maharani. We didn't need the objective. Gained a favor hook on you. And if you need more land, I'll give it to you. Where's that? Oh, yeah, down there. That's my cousin. Yeah, you can have it. More land to you, therefore, slightly more taxes. They're at peace, and we can finally usurp it. We barely have enough money to pull that off. He's at war. Well, one, they're not related to his realm, so... I mean, we can seize it, which, does that mean we can vassalize him? Yes! Forgive me for this, but we're gonna need your land, alright? Because Bihar is under our control, and we'll get you one day, too. We'll get you in. But we need to raise a bit of money for that to make it happen. And once we have you as a vassal, those two lands will be given back to you as a way of showing forgiveness. And please join our army. We need you. Making excellent gains in the northeast. We were losing good fighting men, but now looks like we found one in this landed character who will soon be a lot better. And then this man, despite the fact that he lost an eye because we wounded him once, and he was very, very mad, and well, we came around, alright? We cannot vassalize you because it means we have to seize your lands, which is basically still vassalization, but in a much harsher way. So please forgive me, Raj, but you're coming to our land. But that will happen in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you enjoyed this action-heavy, once again, action-heavy episode where we continued our northeastern expansions in Bengal and Bihar. And we'll do a little bit more expansion on Bihar. And then we'll finally turn our attention towards the Burmese lands and have 100% control of the Bengal Empire areas. But we're not going to create the title, otherwise that would be partitioning the empire as a whole, which would be very, very bad. And then we'll start going westward to places like Gujarat, Rajputana, Kosala, Delhi, Punjab, Sindh, Kashmir, all these areas. And don't forget Nepal too. Because it seems that the dream, as of this time in the 1000s, it seems the dream of uniting all of India might slowly become a reality. And of course, any land that splits from us will pay dearly. As I am the living legend, and there'll be many more legendary things to do for this Giant Samrajni. And we shall see how Chandra is going to grow up, which one day he will be another great warrior in his own right. He will follow the similar footsteps of conquering and possibly uniting all of India as one. But until then, so long for now, and join us in the next episode.